Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right, all right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, so this is interesting because Shib Kind is saying that the manual burns are done. Okay, if that is true, then they have spent all the money in the Shibarian wallet yesterday, right? Um, and everything is done. All right, so let's go through it. Attention, I see there are many people who are asking about amount left for burns and many other questions related to it. So I decided to put numbers down and to explain it all. Hope it will answer your questions, friends. On the ship burn page, you can see the amount of 1.427 point 155 or whatever, right? So let's go to Shiburn's page and 1.427, 155.99. All right, let's go back. And bone accumulated from the launch of Shibarian. This is the total amount of bone. Okay. And it says here that Shibarian base fee is split on 70% for burns and 30% for chain development. But there are as well priority fees, which are going directly to the block producer. We know that for burns, for the total amount was sent is 820,286 bone. And for the chain maintenance expenses, 425,758 bone. So together we have 1,246,044 total. By taking this amount out from the total collected bone will give us 1.42755, right? It says bone, which was given partially to block producers um, and went on fees on ETH chain, approximately 2 to 3% from base fees. Conclusion, manual burns are done. Okay, so that tells us that this is over, right? This is gone. This is done. Now, it didn't go to zero, and because they're not going to let it, they're not going to go bring it to zero. They're just this is how much they have received. They've collected in gas fees. This is the total that they have collected in gas fees since Shibarium launched. So they're not gonna put it to zero because just because they take from it and they burn it. All right, so they're gonna keep this amount like this, and they're gonna just continue to do the gas fees are here on this is Shibburn, right? So Shibburn, the gas fees are here, and this is how much they've collected as a whole as for Shibarian, right? But they're not just because the team is going to took it out of this amount. They're not going to. I guess Shibburn decided not to reduce this by what they take out. And I think that's what the confusion was at, right? The confusion was why isn't this going down if they're claiming that they're taking from this and they're burning. And so we got to remember that this is not the dev team's website. This is Shibburn. So Shibburn decided that if the dev teams are taking from this wallet here, they're not going to reduce the price. They're just gonna let it accumulate, and this will be how much Shibarium has been burned for the whole time it's been live. So that's where the confusion came in on my part. So number one, let me apologize. I'm going to apologize to the dev team for that mistake, and I'm going to apologize to YouTubers, right? Because I said that YouTubers were saying that this money's been spent and it hasn't been spent, right? Because it wasn't being taken out, right? So we didn't see it being taken out, but but I didn't realize that Shibburn is just allowing this to accumulate as the total amount of Shibarium. They're not reducing it when they spend it. Okay, so that was the mess up there. So I want to apologize to all the YouTubers and the Shib Dev team on that part, because yesterday they did in fact burn everything's been burned now. Everything here has been burned, and it didn't really help the price. But the price is up, right? The price is up in the last 2 months, but it's more because of people excitement and not because of really burns. The burns really didn't move the price as much as people thought it was going to be, because, well, we in the billions. I think people are used to billions of burns. They want to see trillions now. We want to see 100 billion, right? When we start burning 100 billion to to 100 trillion, then you're gonna see the price move. You know what I mean? So 9 billion, 10 billion, like we've seen that already, right? So people are not gonna run and buy shit because of a 10 billion burn. Now, if you burn 10 billion every day, then they're gonna start running to buy some Shiba Inu, right? So, but once again, I want to apologize to the YouTubers and the Shib Dev team on that mistake of mine that I made. I'm going to claim it for myself, not the 365 crew. Me, I made that mistake, and because I thought Shibburn was going to reduce this supply here when they burn, and they didn't. They're not doing that. They're going to actually let it accumulate continuously as the gas fees come in for bone. Okay, so we can't really go on this anymore because this is not going to be reduced. This is just going to continue to accumulate over time, right? Now the thing about it is that Shibkind says that manual burns are done, and now we're going. The next step is auto burns. Hope this answers your questions, because I hate to count too much numbers. Now the only problem now is that auto burns are based off of the gas fees, right? The gas fees accumulate 25,000 bone, and then it's burned, right? And but the gas fees are like 10, 11 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 zeros and a 2, 10 zeros and a 1. How are we going to get the 25,000 bone to be able to burn in the auto burns? We're not, right? And until unless they spike these fees up to a reasonable price. I mean, all they have to do is just set it to BNB. Set it to the BNB price, the BNB Binance's smart chain price, and we will be burning 25,000 every day. And matter of fact, might be 2-3 times a day, right? I mean, you're doing 1.7 million in transactions. I mean, used to be this thing used to do 3 to 5 million in transactions. I think it was up to like 8 million in transactions, right? When people were minting tokens and doing things like that. And so now we're at 1.7 million transactions. So the transactions are very low for this blockchain, right? So um, we got to get this thing up. And how is this going to get up? Well, the number one thing that Shytoshi needs to do to get the blockchain pumping is to announce Shiba Swap 2.0, right? So Shiba Swap 2.0 will be directly on Shibarium. That's going to get transactions up. And that's where we're going to see the heavy gas fees coming, because now you're going to be doing, now hopefully we're doing 10 million plus transactions a day, because now the whole entire Shiba swap and is on Shibarium. And so now hopefully with all of the transactions on Shiba Swap on a daily, but I don't even know what Shiba Swap 1.0 does right now in transactions. But there's a lot of activity on there to connect the wallet. There's a lot of things you can do on Shiba Swap. I don't know. Maybe it's like 3 million in transactions a day. I don't know. Maybe less than that. I'm not sure. But now it's going to be on Shibarium. Hopefully that brings a lot of transactions with the new improved Shiba Swap 2.0. Hopefully that brings transactions to 8 to 10 million. Then you're going to see gas fees start to creep back up and really get going here. And then we're going to start to be able to burn a lot of tokens. Also, another way that we're going to be able to get to 25,000 a day is the fees on Shiba Swap 2.0, right? Shiba Swap 2.0, because it's going to be on Siberian, hopefully some those fees go into the Bone wallet, right? Go into the wallet, the Burn wallet. So hopefully some of those fees go into the Burn wallet directly, right? So we can get some of those fees going into the Burn wallet, the swapping fees and stuff. Hopefully some of that goes into the Burn wallet. And if that's the case, like let's say it's maybe like 0.001 or something, well, 0.01% of the transactional fees goes into the Burn wallet or something like that, right? So if we can get something like that, then yeah, that's going to help as well, right? And then of course you have the metaverse coming, and then you have everything is supposed to launch this year. Remember, they promised that everything is going to launch this year. Not sure if they're going to be able to pull that off. But that means Shiba Swap 2.0 should be launching here. The Treat token should be launching. The She token should be launching, and that's all going to give us more transactions, right? And then you have the Metaverse launching, and then you have Shib Gaming officially finally launching on Shibarium. You're gonna have ShibaNet and all the other things that are supposed to be coming, right? So all these things are supposed to be launching this year on Shibarium. So hopefully we can drop 2 zeros this year, right? So hopefully we can drop 2 zeros this year with all these things launching, and that should be awesome. But we'll see how it all plays out, folks. Jolt, it says here that did anyone listen to Shytoshi Kazama speak at the K9 launch? I know well, who was the name? I don't even know, man. I forgot the guy's name. But anyways, I know somebody was live. A couple of you guys were some of the YouTubers were live today on when the K9 launch space was going on. Some people were live. So they were catching it live there. I didn't get to catch it, but it says was I the only one who picked up on the SHIB making the top five? Let's go, SHIB Army. So apparently Shytoshi speak which Shytoshi says that he's going to be posting his speech on X later today. Apparently, he's going to edit it first, and so, but apparently, he says that Ship's going to be making the top five very soon, or something like that. So, I guess when he posts the speech, we all can hear it. And okay, anyways, it is what it is. So I mean, he can say that. Can he get to the top five? Top five means it's gonna you got to get over Solana, right? So Solana, and let's check out the top five real quick. Let's see, Ship's at number 10 right now, 20 billion on market cap. Let's check out the top five. You got means you got a Bitcoin, okay, and that's at a 1.3 trillion dollar market cap, okay, and then you have Ethereum, which is at a 469 billion dollar market cap. Okay. And then you have Tether, which is at $101 billion market cap. Then you got BNB, with the number one exchange in the world, Binance, at a $72 billion market cap. And then you have Solana, basically number one blockchain right now, next to Ethereum. Well, the second blockchain next to Ethereum. Well, BNB is a blockchain, right? So I'm not sure. So Solana, I don't know. Bitcoin has a Lightning Network, so But either way, Solana at number five with a $64 billion market cap, and I have Solana going into the thousands. So get ready for a 650 billion dollar market cap in Solana coming up. You know what I mean? I am bullish on Solana here. And then you got XRP sitting there. Then XRP is about to go to number one here when the banks bring XRP in, and XRP is part of the new financial system here, right? So it will compete against Bitcoin for that number one spot, in my opinion. So, so how can Shiba Inu get into that top five? That's going to be very difficult. But remember, I did say that Shiba Inu right now should be a 200 billion market cap. So if that is true, it would be number three. So it would be in the top five. So Shiba Inu right now should be at a 200 billion market cap, in my opinion. So that would put it right underneath Ethereum at right there. So at number three. So not so maybe Satoshi. We know that Shytoshi watches my videos. So hey Shytoshi, hey, what's up? You know, I'm not really a big fan, but I know you watch my videos. But and that's probably why he talked about the top five because I did say that Ship should be a 200 billion market cap right now. So we're actually 10x behind on where we should be right now. So, so when people say, is it too late to buy Shiba Inu? I'm like, no, like Shiba Inu just hasn't even started yet. You know what I mean? Like we're 10x behind where we're supposed to be right now. So, okay, so we're still at a 20 billion market cap, and we're not even close to where we're supposed to be. I mean, look how many zeros we still have left to go. We got 4 zeros left just to get to $1. Right? Well, actually, five. We got to drop this one too to get to a one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros just to get to $1. So that should tell you how far behind we are, and we are nowhere close to our actually value. The value of Shiba Inu is $200 billion. Right? It's not 20 billion. I mean, $20 billion. Like some of these startup companies in Wall Street are at $20 billion, man, with no income. Like come give me a break. You know what I mean? So, we are way off of our value here. We are way off of our value, and and I think that was done on purpose last year, and not just last year, but the last couple years, it's been done on purpose, and I think for finally being able to be set free here in the season of the release. Okay, I think that we're done here. We talked about everything that I need to talk about. Someone's like, please check Sheena. Okay, let's check Sheena and down 18%. Okay, wow, there it is. Down 18%. We always get to that 20 and then somebody dumps it. Every time. For some reason, the community stops buying at 20 million and then just thinks that, somebody's going to just take over, I guess. I don't know. But every time we get to 20 million, everybody stops buying Sheena and then the same people, the same bad actors just keep dumping it right after that. All right, let me check Bolt out real quick, and Bolt continues to the upside. We still are under that 50 million market cap. We're trying to break through that 50 million market cap and get up there. What about Sheila? Apostle said Sheila was going to keep going and make some big moves here. Let's see if Sheila's making some moves. Okay, I mean it's seven. Let's check out the last 7 days. 7 days is up 29%, and it's up 48%. Okay, last month, it's up 48%. So for some reason, Apostle said Sheila was gonna go, and I'm not sure why. And maybe the team's gonna come out and announce the relaunch, and I don't know. Okay, so and then Bad Idea AI. Okay, 21 minute market cap, bouncing back. Today up 13% here. Nice. Is this the treat token? We don't know yet. You can see the month there, and last 7 days at 32%. Okay, so we've had some big ups and downs here on Bad Idea, and we're right back to that same area that I talked about with Sheena. Bad Idea does the exact same thing. They bump it up to this area, and then they always dump it right back down. So at some point, we got to get out of this area for Sheena and Bad Idea AI and break through and get up there into the 50 back to 100 million market cap for Bad Idea, and then Sheena needs to break out and finally break out into that 100 million market cap as well, man. So can't wait for both Sheena and Bad Idea to get out of these areas and the community says we've had enough. Let's start buying this thing and stop selling and just buy and pump this thing into that 100 million market cap and then get these two up into the billion-dollar market caps, right? Okay, so there we go. Hope you guys are having fun, having a good time. Forgot about Bone. They burnt, I think, 60 60,000, 69,000 bone tokens or something like that. Um, and so I know it was like under 20,000, and then they burned some more. So bone is at $1.20, and we just burned some more bone tokens. I think it was 65,000 or 69,000 bone tokens that were burned. Um, let's see how many bone tokens were burned. Um, Oh yeah, 69,000 bone tokens burned. That's a lot of bone tokens, so that's pretty good. All right, so of course, CoinMarketCap is not going to show you those numbers because they don't have this in real time. Only USTC. I think USTC, Luna Classic, and who's the other one that has it in real time? And somebody else has their numbers in real time. Other than that, most places don't have the numbers in real time. It takes like 9 years to update this. So anyway, we don't even know what the real numbers are here on Bone, but big lot of bone were burnt there. So hopefully this can really continue to take off here as we restart continue to reduce the bone prices, so we can get this to $20 plus. And of course, but next year we got bone going to 80 to $100. So all you gotta do is just hodl it and wait for next year's 80 to $100. Same price we have theta going into the 180 to a $200 range, right? So same thing with bone. So 80 to 100 to 100 $200 range for bone as well. If you can just hodl theta, hodl bone, you're gonna be really great next year, right? So you're gonna do really well next year. Theta's now at $3. We were talking about this at 50 cents, and we said what a steal, and now it's at $3. And then a couple months from now, a couple days from now, it's gonna be at $5. Then it's gonna be at 15. Then it's gonna be at 30, and you're gonna be like, I was watching this guy's videos and it was 50 cents, and I did nothing. Stop doing that to yourself, right? So I gave you Flare. We gave you, Apostle gave you Filecoin. Then I talked about it. And I said, yes, it's a steal. You guys don't do, you guys sat there and watched it, didn't do nothing. Right now, we gave you Theta at 50 cents. Gave you that, gave you Bone under at 50 cents. Said buy Bone right here, like, and Bone's gonna be at 80, 100 next year, and then you got Theta 80 to 100 next year, right? You got Flare at $1 to $5 next year. We are in the bull cycle now, guys. Next year it's a peak of the bull cycle. Stop sitting around and not getting in at the bottom of these prices and waiting till these things hit $5 to $10 and say, "Hey, currency, I'm in Bone at $80. Let's go." It's like, what are you talking about? That's when we're getting out. So it's just it's a tragedy, but that's what people do. So they just watch the videos and they don't do anything, and then once it's at a peak, that's when they want to get in for some reason. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's like the mind has been programmed incorrectly. So make sure you guys are getting in at the bottom, and then you're riding it up to the top, and then you're cashing out for your generational wealth. Peace out. God bless. Bye.